Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. An aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ends up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Markel Lee. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Here we go. Let's put him on the buses.
3rd and long for Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that will be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Fielded at the 33. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
To throw, it's Carr. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Markel Lee able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now after after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. Power running by Zeke. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. No score after one on EA Sports. On first down, Pollard. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Carl Joseph came roaring in on his safety blitz.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Flushed out right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Forbath, the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of his first half of action. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd and a yard. Carr. Catch made. It's Moreau. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Carr now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And some space here. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, an even 90 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. He's still fighting forward. Return there gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's Carr. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr, rush coming, and he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Carr. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to float this over the middle deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with it. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to.
And got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. 70 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Cleveland Farrell in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw is Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 20, 10, 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As his guys... And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They run it with Jacobs, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Carr, and he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He's got it to Williams. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's a 1st down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And he'll find Moreau here. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Into the red zone, it's Carr.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, kill. 27, 26.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott is going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
The first down carried by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Elliott. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And Forbath will put this one through. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Yeah, they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr is complete to Jones. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a carry for Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
He's back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it a second down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Carr. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. To throw is Carr. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. 9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back, and it'll be 3rd down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Prescott to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger, and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.